welcome class. We're going to talk about making a tessellation. What we're going to do is translate a template into a pattern design. And what I'm doing here is taking a small sheet of paper and I'm going to cut one side of it, of an image that I sketched as you see here, and attach it to the opposite side. So here I'm going to take this paper and tear it down the middle. Okay, and I'm going to cut one of these images off the end, and then I'll tape it to the opposite side. So what you see here is I got A to A and B to B. All right. So it's not that difficult, but you want to keep your lines continuous from one corner to the next as you do that, and cut them out. And don't make your lines too complicated. Keep them simple so you can have a whole shape when you're done. It's like making a puzzle piece. Okay. So I'll take the bottom and put it to the top, and the left and put it to the right. All right, sake of time, I'll tape it all together, and then I'm going to place it in the middle of my sketchbook on one page. And you want to do this on a small page just to test it out. So you need a tissue paper or a piece of paper towel. And okay, make sure you label the back of it so you know which side is the back and which side is the front too. So you don't get it confused by flipping it over. And then what I do is take my soft leaded 6B pencil and just scribble graphite all over the top of it. Place it in the middle of your drawing paper, and then you're going to dust from the middle and push out so you don't bend up your template. Excuse me. So what you do is push this out very gently until you get like a airbrush effect. And I call this dusting. We're just dusting the graphite onto the paper, and so you can get the shape of the image. So you don't have to sit there and trace it, and if you don't like it, you can erase it pretty easily. So check to see if it fits on all sides, and then once it does, then you want to dust out the rest of them. So I'm speeding the film up for sake of time, and then you want to fit your pattern and dust every one of those, or trace them if you want to trace them. Dusting works a little faster, and then you can get a dark edge against a light edge. So dust the whole thing and see if your tessellation fits. If it does and you like it, now what we're going to do is decide, what image do I see in this shape? Okay, is it a person, place, or thing? What is it? So what I'm doing is I'm translating the idea, okay, of what is this image. And here I'm looking at it, and it kind of looks something like a fish to me. So see, it's got a little dorsal fin on the top. So I put a little eye there and a little smile. And when you draw, you want to draw the same thing over and over again for each one. Just try to stay consistent as you can. Eventually you can get really artistic with your paints and get creative with your colors, and then you can do all your changes. But as far as a basic image is concerned, try to keep it pretty consistent so it will stay repetitive, because what we're making is a repeated pattern, okay, for our design. And this part is a lot of fun, you know. So you go back, and here it's all black and white with the graphite pencil and just enhancing various areas. So with the creative thought juices flowing now, I got to thinking about, let's put some kelp in there with the fish. So I'm putting a little kelp between the fish. This kind of breaks it up, and I can get some curved vertical lines in there. Okay, once you've done that, get out your old watercolor kit. Don't forget to clean it up, and then you can start applying watercolor. You can use markers. I'm going to use some markers first. Then I'll apply some watercolors into that. I'll show you some really fun techniques here. So I'll start off with the kelp and use a green marker and kind of go over the pencil with that. And then I decide to hit the fish with a little light yellow, kind of like sunlight shining through the water. And change the gills to a blue. And I'm just kind of, as I go along, I'm choosing colors. There's real no method to this, except I think I want to kind of stay with cool colors with a little bit of lightning or lightning of yellow to kind of warm it up. But overall, I kind of want this to be cool. So I'm going to use a lot of blues and just this little bit of yellow. So if I use the blue over the yellows, of course it's going to make green. That's right, we're going to have green when you mix yellow and blue. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm going to make a wax resist, and I'm scribbling lines all over it with a white crayon. You probably didn't see that because I didn't really lay it out for you to show to you, but there's a white crayon all over the surface. And this is kind of neat when you take a watercolor wash, and I'm using the light blue, and you see where it starts to turn green with the yellow? Okay, so the light blue, the paper only picks it up where the wax is not. So the crayon works really well for wax resist. And what I'm going to try to do is pull out that resist as much as I can with the fish and kind of give it like a underwater effect. Ooh. So anyways, watch this part. It's kind of I'm blotting it to pick up all the excess, and then you want to let it dry. Once it's dried, then you can go back in and draw into it with your graphite pencil. If it's really dry, you can come back in with a 05 or an 07 pen, a fine point gel, or Rapidograph pen for any real detail or dark lines. That works really well. So here I want to speed this up, and so you can see how you can enhance your work even more. Okay, so now the paper is really dry, so I'm going to go back in now and try to pick up some detail with a fine point pen. Is this the end? No. So, but wait, there's more. So now go back to your watercolor a second time once this is dried. And now my blues become very rich and I can control them a little better. And I can see where the wax crayon is between the colors. So you can see all these cool wavy lines that are going directly over the fish. Okay, and all I'm doing is painting right up next to them, and where the wavy lines pick up, boom, there they go. It's like magic. I'm trying to pick up on the dorsal fin and the top of this fish with a blue-green. Okay, right next to that little bit of yellow. Remember the yellow I started with? Kind of warms it up just on the top of the fish. Then the rest of it stays cool. And this kind of painting with watercolor is so much fun because you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you'll get some unexpected surprises in your work, especially where the wax resist is. And putting in little bubbles in there, I try to make those little circles look like bubbles floating up between the fish and the kelp. And it comes out something like this. Okay, so thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.